Welcome to Everyday Cooking. Today we are going to see 6 different South Indian soup recipes, that is rasam. In this, first we are going to see lemon rasam. For this, take quarter cup of split pigeon peas, that is tur dal. Clean it with water and add a cup of water. Close this and cook for 4 to 5 whistles. We are not going to use the ready-made rasam powder, so we are going to prepare it. Take half teaspoon of coriander seeds, 1 teaspoon of peppercorns, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Dry roast them. To this add few curry leaves and 3 to 4 garlic cloves. Roast this well. Dry roast this for 1 or 2 minutes. You will get a nice aroma, and that time you can switch off the flame. This is ready. You can see that everything got roasted well. Once it cools down, you can transfer this into a mixie jar and grind this coarsely. So we have done with our rasam masala. Take this and set this aside. Now chop a tomato, add it into the mixie jar and grind it into a fine paste. This is ready. Let us transfer this into another bowl. The next item we need is lemon. So we are going to take juice out of half a lemon. By the time we'll check whether our dal is ready. So here the dal is also ready. It is cooked perfectly. Now we'll move on to the main tempering. Pour some oil in a pan. To this add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds and half a teaspoon of split black gram, that is urud dal. Let the mustards pop. Once it starts popping, you can add few curry leaves and the grinded masala. Saute this well for about a minute or two. Once this is sauteed well, you can add a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder and quarter teaspoon of asafoetida, that is hing. And for the spiciness, you can add around 1 or 2 dry chilies. Saute this for about a minute and then add the grinded tomato. Give this a nice saute. You can saute this until the oil oozes out. If you can see some oil oozing out here and there, you can add the cooked dal. To this add the required amount of salt. I am using rock salt. You can use either the rock salt or the powdered one. This is rasam or soup, so you have to add enough water to make it little watery. According to the consistency, you can add around a cup of water. Bring it to a boil, and once it starts boiling, you can add the lemon juice and switch off the flame. A perfect rasam needs some flavor of coriander leaves, so add few chopped coriander leaves. Our rasam is ready. Let us transfer this into another bowl. This rasam will be a perfect combination for rice, or if you want to have it as a soup, go for it. It will taste so good. Next is the traditional tomato rasam. For this, take a tomato, give small cross cuts on one side. Now let us boil this in a cup of water for about 5 minutes. This is ready. Once it cools down, peel off the skin. Chop this as fine as possible. Tomatoes are ready. Set this aside. Now in a pan, add 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of peppercorns, and few curry leaves. Dry roast this for about 2 to 3 minutes. The color has changed. This is ready. Now let us transfer this into a mixie jar. To this add around 6 to 7 garlic cloves and grind this coarsely. Now pour some oil in a pan. To this add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, half a teaspoon of split black gram. Let the mustards pop. Once the mustard starts popping, add few curry leaves, 2 or 3 dry chilies and the grinded masala. Give a nice saute. Fry this for about a minute and then add quarter teaspoon of asafoetida, that is hing, and half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Saute this and then add the mashed tomatoes. Next is tamarind water. I have soaked a lemon-sized tamarind in a cup of water for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you have to dissolve it in that water and you have to filter it and add into this. Along with this, we have to add 2 cups of water and then the required amount of salt. Let us wait for it to start boiling. Rasam should not be boiled for a long time. Once it starts boiling, you can switch off the flame. Here it has started boiling, so add few chopped coriander leaves and switch off the flame. So here our rasam is ready. Next is the very healthy drumstick rasam. For this, first we have to prepare the masala. For the masala, it is half a teaspoon of coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of peppercorn, half teaspoon of cumin seeds, few curry leaves. Dry roast this well for few minutes. If it is ready, you can notice a change in color. So this is ready now. Let us transfer this into a mixie jar. To this add 4 to 5 garlic cloves and grind this without water. This is ready. Set this aside. Now we need 1 drumstick. You have to cut it like this. Just slit it like this. Don't cut it fully. So totally it is 1 drumstick. To this add 1 chopped tomato. Soak a lemon-sized tamarind in water for about 10 minutes. Dissolve it in the same and filter it and add it. To this you can add around half a cup of water and the required amount of salt. Now let us keep it on the flame. Let this boil until the drumstick gets cooked well. The drumstick and the tomatoes has become soft, so this is ready. You can switch off the flame. Set this aside. We'll move on to the tempering. Pour some oil in a pan. To this add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds and half a teaspoon of split black gram, that is urud dal. Once the mustard starts popping, you can add few curry leaves. Once the curry leaves are fried, you can add the grinded masala, 2 or 3 dry chilies, and a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder. Give this a nice saute. To this let us add a quarter teaspoon of asafoetida, that is hing. Once the masala smell goes off, you can add the drumstick along with the water. To make it little watery, you can add around half cup of water. Rasam should not get boiled, so once it starts boiling, you can add few chopped coriander leaves and switch off the flame. Our drumstick rasam is ready. Next, let us see how to do beetroot rasam. For this, take half a cup of chopped beetroot. To this add a quarter cup of split pigeon peas, that is tur dal. I have already soaked this in water for about 15 minutes. To this add a chopped tomato and a cup of water. We are going to cook this for about 3 to 4 whistles. Everything here is finely cooked. Once it cools down, you can transfer this into a mixie jar. Grind this into a fine paste. Our beetroot dal paste is ready. Set this aside. Next we'll prepare the rasam masala. Take 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 3 to 4 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, half a teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon of pepper and few curry leaves. Dry roast this properly. And here the color has changed, everything got roasted. We can transfer this into a mixie jar. Grind this as fine as possible. Even if it is coarse, is not a problem. Now add some oil in a pan. To this add the grinded powder. To this let us add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a quarter teaspoon of hing, that is asafoetida. Give a nice saute for about a minute or two. Now let us add the beetroot dal paste. To this add the required amount of salt and the tamarind water. For the tamarind water, you have to soak a lemon-sized tamarind in water for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you have to dissolve it in water and you have to filter it. Usually, will not let the rasam to get boiled. So once it starts boiling, immediately switch off the flame. Add few fresh coriander leaves, it will give a nice flavor for the rasam. Next is the tempering. Pour some oil in a pan. To this add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds and half a teaspoon of split black gram. Once the mustard starts popping, you can add 3 or 4 dry chilies and few curry leaves. Once it gets roasted well, you can switch off the flame. Now let us transfer this into our rasam. Our beetroot rasam is ready. You can simply have this as a soup or you can serve this with some rice. Next is horse gram rasam. We are going to cook the horse gram and use the water for rasam. And with the cooked horse gram, we are going to make a chutney or dip. For this, I have taken 1 cup of horse gram. I have soaked this in water overnight. And about horse gram, it is high in iron, calcium and protein. In fact, horse gram has the highest calcium content among pulses and it is one of the richest vegetarian source of protein. It is an antioxidant, good for weight loss and even controls diabetes. I am going to pressure cook this. To the horse gram, add 2 cups of water. Pressure cook for 5 whistles. This is ready. Drain the water and use the horse gram for chutney. And don't waste the water. With that, you can prepare soup or rasam. We are going to use a hand grinder. If you don't have, you can go for the mixie jar. To this, add 5 or 6 garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 2 green chilies, few curry leaves, and the required amount of salt. To this, you can also add a teaspoon of coriander seeds. It will give a nice flavor. Let us start grinding this. Sprinkle some water if needed. Even if it looks a little complicated, this type of grinding is really easy. Definitely it will take more time than a mixie jar, but it is really worth trying. Hand grinder will definitely enhance the taste of the chutney. This is ready. Let us take it out. So here our horse gram chutney is ready. Next we are going to do rasam. For the rasam, take a pan, add 1 teaspoon of peppercorns, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Dry roast them well. Once this gets roasted well, add few curry leaves. Now saute this until the leaves become dry. This is ready. Once it cools down, add this into a mixie jar. To this add around 4 to 5 garlic cloves and grind this coarsely. This is ready. It has to be like this. Now take a pan, pour some oil in it, add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds and half a teaspoon of split black gram, that is urud dal. Once the mustard starts popping, you can add few curry leaves. Saute this for about a minute and then add 1 or 2 dry chilies. Next is half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a quarter teaspoon of asafoetida, that is hing. Saute this for about half a minute and then you can add the grinded masala. You can saute this for about a minute or 2. To this, let us add 1 chopped tomato and give a nice saute. Saute this for another 2 to 3 minutes and then you can add the leftover horse gram water. It's time to add the required amount of salt. Next we are going to add the tamarind water. You have to soak a lemon sized tamarind in a cup of water for about 10 minutes and dissolve it, filter it and add it into this. You should not boil the rasam too much. Once it starts boiling, you can add few coriander leaves and switch off the flame. The next rasam is climbing brinjal leaf rasam. This is a best home remedy for cough and cold. For this I am going to use the leaves of climbing brinjal plant. This has regional names like Tuduvalai, Alarka, Kantakari, etc. Separate the leaves like this and be careful while handling this plant. This has lots of thorns. These leaves are not only good for cold and cough, it is anti-inflammatory, antioxidant and antimicrobial. If this plant is not available, you can go for coriander leaves. Though coriander leaves does not target the cold and cough, it will give you the similar taste. The leaves are ready, clean it and transfer it into the mixie jar. To this add a teaspoon of peppercorns, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, 6 to 8 garlic cloves, a big pinch of asafoetida, that is hing, and a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder. You have to grind this coarsely and try to avoid water while grinding. If you need water, just sprinkle it. So our green paste is ready, set this aside. Now pour some oil in a pan. Add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, half a teaspoon of split black gram and half a teaspoon of split chickpeas. Once the mustard starts popping, add 2 to 3 dry chilies and half a teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, that is methi, and a handful of curry leaves. Fry this for about a minute and then add the green paste. Saute this for about 2 to 3 minutes or till the raw smell goes off. To this add the required amount of salt. To this add finely chopped 2 large tomatoes. Give a nice saute. We have to cook the tomatoes well, so close this and cook till the oil oozes out. Stir this in between if needed. This is perfect, the oil has oozed out. Next we are going to add tamarind water. Soak a lemon sized tamarind in water for about 10 minutes. Dissolve it in water and filter it and add into this. To make this watery, add about 1 to 1.5 cups of water. Let us wait for this to start boiling. This has started boiling now, so once it starts boiling, switch off the flame. Our rasam is ready. This you can drink it as a soup or you can mix this with rice and have it. Hope you liked the recipe. We'll join you in another interesting recipe and don't forget to subscribe our channel.